If you haven't updated Premiere Pro in a while, there are several new features in the software, and one of them is the new over 50 effects and transitions acquired by Film Impact. If you didn't know, Adobe last year acquired Film Impact and added all their plugins and effects directly inside the software. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you some of my favorite effects and transitions from this new addition inside the software. Let's dive in. All right, so once you update Premiere Pro to the latest version, to access Film Impact's effects and presets, you can go up to Window, Extensions, Film Impact Dashboard. You should see this panel load. Feel free to dock it by clicking and dragging the top left to one of the corners of Premiere Pro. This will add it to that panel group there. You can also access the same effects and transitions directly inside the effects panel. So you can navigate into effects, and they're also inside video effects and video transitions. But I find using the dedicated dashboard much easier because you can actually preview the different transitions and effects directly in this panel here before you apply them to your clips. So probably one of my favorite first transitions to use from this pack is the camera motion transition. This can simulate camera motions directly inside your timeline. So let me show you how this works. If we go under the Smart Tools underneath Transitions, you can see that we have the motion camera transition that we can add to our clips. This adds different camera motions in between our clips. Now to add it from the Film Impact dashboard, what you can do is hover in your timeline and select the two clips that you'd like to apply the transition to. Then you can navigate back to the Film Impact dashboard and click Apply to add that transition in between your clips. If we zoom in here on our timeline, you can see that we've added in that transition. So we can click play to play it back. You can see it zooms out. Now, if you need to make adjustments to how long this transition is, you can easily just click and drag this edge of the transition to extend it or to shorten it. As you can see, we've extended that transition. And if you want to make adjustments to this transition, you can always click on it once and navigate to the Effect Controls panel. You have a lot of different options to choose from. Especially, I would navigate to the presets. If you wanted a specific camera motion, you can select one of these. For example, if you want to bulge up, you can select that. It automatically changes it. So you can see it bulges up. You can also click on the Surprise Me button, and this is included to all of the effects and transitions if you want it to kind of surprise you. So we can see it kind of does a twirl, which is really nice. But if you need to fine tune any of the adjustments, you can scroll down and you have a lot of different controls that you can adjust and keyframe over time. Now, in addition to the camera motion transition, I like using some of the creative transitions as well. If we navigate to the grunge and distort, one of my favorite ones is the earthquake transition. We can easily, once again, select our clips and click apply to add an earthquake transition. This just adds basically like a shake to it. This is great as a creative video editor to add some shake to your transitions. You have the same flexibility with the controls by clicking on it and going into effect controls. You have the Surprise Me button. If you want a different type of camera shake, you can click on that. Some of the other creative transitions I like is the TV power. This is very unique. I like using this once in a while for creative edits where it turns off and turns back on. I did also want to mention with these is it doesn't necessarily need to be in between both clips. I mean, let's say if you just wanted to add the TV off on this clip, you can just select that, click apply, and you can see that we powered off the TV. So you can just apply them on the individual clips as well, and maybe apply a different transition on this clip. For example, they have a glitch effect, which is really nice. We can add a glitch effect here. So as you can see, we have a nice glitch effect. So they have a lot of different creative transitions that you can explore. One of my favorites is in lights and blurs. They have this light leak transition, which is really nice because manually you would have to find a light leak on your own, download it, import it, and add it over your footage to actually add a light leak. But it's nice that this is already built into this dashboard and you can automatically add a light leak directly as a transition. So let's say if we wanted to add a light leak, we can just easily select our clips there, click apply, and you can see that we've added in a light leak. Once again, we can extend it by clicking and dragging. So that adds a nice light leak there. You can always click on this, go into effect controls. You have a lot of different settings to choose from. I always like doing the Surprise Me just to see if I see something that I like. So you can easily do this several times to just kind of cycle through the different random light leaks that it gives you. Now, in addition to the creative transitions, they also have logo animations as well. Let me show you those. So as you can see, I have my logo over this clip here. If I wanted to animate my logo, very simply, I can click on it, navigate to the Film Impact dashboard, and under animation here, I can select one of the animations for graphics. So I can click on this apply for the pop. You can see that my logo pops on screen. Once again, I can click and drag to make it longer. If I didn't like that, I can always click on the clip and choose a different one, maybe a flip here. you can see you can easily add different logo animations on screen. Now, in addition to the transitions, you can actually animate the logo itself over time using Motion Tween. So we have our logo here that animates on, and it's nice and large, but after a few seconds, I want it to shrink down and go to the bottom right. To do that, what you can do is navigate to the point in time where you want it to start animating, grab your razor tool, make a cut here, grab the selection tool, and with the second clip here, you can rearrange it into the area that you'd like it to go. So in this case, I'm going to put it in the bottom right here. And to use the Motion Tween effect, what it essentially does is it automatically animates it from this frame to this frame. So what you can do is select these two clips here, go back to Film Impact Dashboard, go into Smart Tools, and then under Motion Tween, click Apply. As you can see, it animated it from the center to the bottom right. So this works if the logo or the clip is the same. It basically just animates it from one part to another. Once again, you can make it longer or shorter and make adjustments by clicking on the transition and going into Effect Controls. You have a lot of different presets to choose from. You can also click Surprise Me to give a different animation here. That's kind of crazy, but you get the general idea. It's a nice way to just animate something from one spot to another with ease and just saves you time in the animation editing process. Now, in addition to transitions, they also have some effects that are really nice as well. One of the effects that I wanted to point out is bokeh blur. This adds like a bokeh blur to your shot, which is kind of hard to do in post because you can see it kind of rounds out the blurriness and kind of makes it more like it's a bokeh background, which is really nice. So you can see it kind of circulates everything if we zoom in, which can be very nice and powerful if you want that pretty aesthetic to your clips. Some of my other favorites are also in lights and glows. They have this Wonder Glow, which is pretty cool. So this just adds a nice glow to your clips as well. So you can change up the glow, brightens up the highlights. If you kind of wanted like the God rays type of look, another effect that you can apply is volumetric rays. This kind of adds some rays shooting out of your image. So this is a really nice effect that you can play with and control over time. Like I said, there are several effects and transitions in here that you can play with in the latest version of Premiere Pro. So I hope you enjoyed the new effects and transitions. If you want to see all the latest updates to Premiere Pro, I did make a video going over all of them. I will link that video right up there. Feel free to go check that one out. But that does it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.